Hey everyone, today we are doing the distributive property. We have four different problems. Number one is as basic as it gets, down to number four, where we have to do the distributive property twice, and we'll also combine like terms to simplify our expression. Last video, we did a video on combining like terms, so if you don't know how to do that, feel free to go and watch that, and we'll get right into it. So let me scroll down to our very first question. Let me get a little red pen, and there we go. So distributive property, we have a number on the outside of our parentheses, and then we have some terms on the inside of the parentheses. And what we need to do is make sure that we multiply the outside to each term on the inside. So if I were to rewrite this, it would be 3 times x plus 3 times 4. So this is what's going on. Once you get the hang of it, it's not necessary to write this step, but I just wanted to show we're multiplying this 3 on the outside to each on the inside. And if we just combine this, we have 3x plus 3 times 4 is 12. So our simplified form is 3x plus 12. Again, multiplying the number on the outside of the parentheses to each term on the inside. All right, let's scroll down to number 2, where we have some negative numbers. Now, when I taught algebra, each year I asked kids, do they know how to multiply negative numbers? Every year they said they did, and every year I was let down. So let's make sure that we know how to do it. First of all, let's rewrite this. So this time, again, we take our outside number, multiply it by the terms on the inside. So I'm going to rewrite it again. 2 times 5x. This is going to be a minus 2 times negative 3. And I'm going to make a little chart over here. This is going to be our multiplying chart, just so we know just so we're all on the same page. So if I have a positive times a positive, we like those, that's going to be positive. Also, if I have a negative times a negative, it's going to be positive. So if the signs are the same, our product is going to be positive. Now, if they are opposite signs, that's when we have a negative. All right, so same signs is positive, opposite signs is negative. And then when we multiply the big numbers, it works the exact same, right? So 2 times 5 is still going to be 10. But since we have negative 2, it's going to be negative 10. Don't forget to bring along our x. Now we have negative 2 times negative 3. Negative times negative is positive, so 2 times 3. We're going to have a positive 6. And there will be our simplified form, negative 10x plus 6. So in the midst of remembering what our sign is, make sure we don't forget to bring along our x with us. All right, 2 more to go. Let's scroll down. This next one will involve combining some like terms. So let me scroll down just a little bit more. There we go. And again, I'll make my lines just to show it off again. That one doesn't look very good. Didn't go all the way to the 1. Let's do it better. Perfect. All right, so I'm just going to kind of skip writing out the whole steps again. I think maybe we get the gist. If not, you're welcome to scroll back and do it. But 4 times 2 is 8x. Then we have 4, and let's not forget our negative sign. This is 4 times negative 1. So positive times a negative is negative, so we get minus 4. We're just going to bring this straight down. And then in the last video that I did, we combined like terms. For both of these, we have an x, so we can combine them. We are going to add our coefficients because we have a plus 3x, so 8 plus 3 is 11x, and then we have our minus 4 left over. And easy as you like, 11x minus 4. So again, we did our distributive property. We didn't have to do anything with this on the first step, so we just brought it straight down. And then we combined it at the end. All right, let's go look at the last one. This time we have distributive property times 2, and then we'll also combine our like terms again. So make our little lines just so we're all on the same page. -3 times 2. So 3 times 2 is 6. We have a negative sign. So -6. Don't forget to bring your x. Then we have a negative times a negative. So that's going to be positive. 3 times 5 is 15. And now we're just going to do the same thing over here. 4 times x is 4x. And then 4 times 1 is 4. And we have a couple of terms that are alike. We have our x terms. So -6 plus +4 is going to be -2x. And then we have plus 15 plus 4. So 15 plus 4 should be 19. And there we go. -2x plus 19. So the distributive property is one of those properties that most everybody remembers. We just need to make sure we're always multiplying and always take that extra second to make sure we get our signs correct. And also, we don't forget to bring along our x, right? If I was in this problem and say I was going too quickly and I forgot this x, it would just be +4 plus 4. Then we would have got this wrong, and it would have all been wrong just because I forgot our x. We don't want to make those mistakes. So just take your time on these. Hopefully this is pretty straightforward. If not, you're welcome to leave any sort of questions you have down in the comments. Also, if you would give it a like and subscribe, that would help me out a lot. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you in the next one.